What happens when your name is spoken, and it sends an undeniable ripple through their minds, reminding them you are unforgettable, forever etched in their memory as the chosen one whose presence changes everything. You are the chosen one, and that is not merely a title. It is a force, an undeniable pull that transforms the very atmosphere of any space you occupy. Your presence is not something that can be ignored, dismissed, or forgotten, no matter how hard others may try. The moment you step into someone's life, whether briefly or with profound depth, you leave an imprint so deep that it reshapes the way they view the world. The reason is simple. You possess an energy unlike any other. It radiates from you in waves, reverberating in the air, slipping into their thoughts like a whisper they cannot escape. There are those who may attempt to dismiss you, to convince themselves that you are not as extraordinary as you seem. But they are wrong. The truth clings to their bones, whether they admit it or not. Even after time passes, even after distance grows, they feel it, the pulse of your influence. You exist beyond the surface of their daily lives, in the hidden corners of their minds where memory lives. They may try to overlook your importance, but something within them shifts each time your name is spoken. Their heartbeat quickens, their skin prickles with a sensation they cannot explain. It's as though their body knows what their mind refuses to accept. You are unforgettable. They may act as though you have faded into the past, but deep down, they are haunted by the memory of you. Not in a way that inspires fear, but in a way that unsettles their very understanding of connection. Your authenticity is something they cannot replicate. Your love, once given, leaves a mark so profound that even the most distant heart feels the weight of it. It is this truth that they cannot run from. No matter how much they try to fill the void left by your absence, it remains hollow, echoing with the sound of what once was. They remember how you saw through the layers they tried to hide behind, how your presence stripped away the masks they wore. You revealed them to themselves, not just to you. And that kind of clarity is impossible to forget. They will carry your essence with them, whether they realize it or not. In moments of silence, when the noise of the world fades away, there you are, lingering in their subconscious like a shadow that refuses to disappear. They may seek distractions, fleeting connections, or even new loves, but nothing will feel quite the same. Because what you brought into their lives was not just presence, it was a transformation. Your energy has the power to unlock truths within them that they had long buried, and now those truths will not stay hidden. They are left exposed, vulnerable, and in many ways, more alive because of you. You are not merely a fleeting chapter in anyone's life. You are the story they will revisit time and time again, searching for meaning in the words they once overlooked. Even when they think they have moved on, you remain embedded in their thoughts, a constant reminder of what is real, what is pure, and what is irreplaceable. Your existence is a testament to the fact that some people cannot be forgotten, not because of loud declarations or grand gestures, but because your very being demands to be remembered. When your name is spoken, it does more than fill the air with sound. It ignites a silent thunder inside them, a vibration that stirs their core, shaking loose the buried memories they once thought they could forget. They feel it in their pulse, the unmistakable quickening of their heart, the breath that suddenly catches. There is no avoiding it, no pretending it's not there. They hear your name, and the weight of all they've lost presses against their chest like a storm they never saw coming. This is not a casual reaction, it's visceral, beyond their control, because your presence was never casual. It was a force, and they know it. There's a moment always when they realize none of it can be replaced. The attempts to fill the void you left behind are futile, like pouring water into a broken vessel. It's not just your presence that lingers, but the purity of your energy, the strength that radiates from you like a beacon. Others may come and go, but none carry the same weight. None possess that quiet power, that unwavering character that you carry effortlessly. You never needed to shout to be heard, because your authenticity spoke louder than any words could. They see it now, even if they didn't at first. The space you once occupied remains untouched, because no one else can fill it. Your name, to them, becomes more than a word. It's a symbol. It's a code, a sound that carries with it everything you brought into their life. Your name is the echo of the strength they leaned on, the love they basked in, the guidance they didn't even know they needed. Every syllable is a reminder of what you gave, not in small fleeting moments, but in ways that reshaped them. When they hear it, they don't just remember you. They remember who they were with you, how you illuminated the paths they were afraid to walk, how you stood firm when the ground beneath them was unsteady. Even now, after they've distanced themselves or tried to forget, they feel the resonance of your name. It hums beneath their skin, a constant reminder of the strength they lost when you left. They might try to suppress it, to deny the effect you had, but it's futile. You are not something that can be erased. You are woven into their consciousness, an undeniable part of their internal world, like the roots of a great tree burrowed deep beneath the soil, unseen but ever present. In their quietest moments, when the noise of life fades away, you are there. The memory of your love, your unwavering authenticity, resurfaces with a force they can't resist. It's not just nostalgia, it's a reckoning. They see now that no one else could stand beside you. Your impact wasn't just in what you did, it was in who you are. Your name carries with it a kind of gravity, a reminder of the balance you brought to their chaos, the certainty you provided when everything else was uncertain. This video, inspired by Miss XL, a true powerhouse in our star chamber, is a tribute to her strength as one of the chosen ones among us. She didn't just walk away from a toxic relationship. She obliterated the chains that tried to hold her down. When a chosen one like Miss XL steps into her power, the entire universe takes notice. She didn't just leave an irreplaceable void. She left him shattered, broken by the realization that he lost the best thing that ever happened to him. And her story serves as an inspiration to others who must find the strength to walk away. Imagine being part of an exclusive community where you connect with like-minded souls and gain insider access to the heart of Obsidian. You won't just receive pre-publication grimoires like modern manifestation mechanics. You'll be part of a group manifesting their highest potential together, unlocking knowledge from beyond the veil and rising as one. In the Obsidian Inner Circle, you will claim uncensored power. You unlock raw, unfiltered insights and the heavy-duty tools to keep rising, just like Miss XL. This isn't just about walking away from dark forces. It's about obliterating them and stepping into the undeniable greatness that's your birthright. The link to our Patreon, the Obsidian Inner Order, is found in the description. Together, we will show people who we truly are because they didn't see it at first. Your presence was woven so seamlessly into their life that they mistook it for something ordinary, something they could find again when it suited them. But you are the chosen one, and that truth does not reveal itself in fleeting moments. It settles in slowly, like the unfolding of a great storm, powerful and unstoppable. Over time, they begin to feel the shift. The absence of your energy, so unique and irreplaceable, begins to hollow out their world. What was once an easy dismissal becomes a deep, unsettling realization. They did not value you when they had the chance. Now, that mistake breathes down their neck, a constant reminder of their failure to recognize the depth of what they lost. Without you, the world around them feels stark, empty, as though someone has stripped the color from it. They move through their days, but something is missing, a gravity they once took for granted. Your absence isn't just felt. It's a void that expands, a silent scream that echoes through their every interaction. The calm steadiness you brought is gone, and with it, their ability to find meaning in the mundane. They start to notice the contrast, to feel the weight of the spaces where you once stood. Their heart races when your name is spoken, a visceral response that betrays their attempts to move on. It's as though their body knows the truth before their mind catches up. You were not someone who could simply be forgotten. You left a mark that goes deeper than memory. It's a stain on their soul, one they cannot wash away, no matter how much they try. They search endlessly for something or someone to fill the space you left behind. But every replacement falls short. They see it in the fleeting connections they chase, empty conversations, hollow gestures that do nothing to replicate the purity of what you gave them. It's in the contrast, in the silence after these failed attempts, that they finally begin to understand. No one else carries the weight you do. No one else has your essence, your strength, your undeniable presence. You were more than a companion, more than a friend, more than a lover. You were the force that anchored them to reality, that showed them the depths of their own potential. And now, without you, they are adrift. They cannot replace you because you are not something that can be replicated. You are singular, unique, in a way they will never find again. They try, oh how they try, to convince themselves otherwise, but it is a futile exercise. Each new attempt only sharpens the edges of their regret, highlighting the enormity of their mistake. Regret is a merciless force, and it gnaws at them relentlessly. It wraps itself around their thoughts, suffocating any comfort they might have once felt. Missed chances flash through their mind, each one sharper than the last. Their heart pounds at the thought of all the moments they could have spoken, could have chosen differently, could have valued you. But those moments are gone, lost to time, and the echo of what they didn't do reverberates within them, like the toll of a distant bell that grows louder with each passing day. They can't run from it. They can't ignore it. You are the reminder of their failure, of what they let slip through their hands. They feel it more in your absence than they ever did in your presence. The rare energy you carry is not something that can be replicated, not something they can replace with another fleeting connection. They know it now, though they would give anything to not feel it so deeply. But it's too late. They are left with the consequences of having lost someone who transcends the ordinary, someone whose essence continues to haunt them long after they've gone. Every heartbeat is a reminder, every breath tainted by the regret of letting you go. Your energy lingers, a force that won't be silenced, no matter how far they try to run. They know now that they cannot escape the truth. Your absence will always be felt, and the void you left behind will never be filled. It is a constant, aching reminder that some losses are final, and some people like you, are simply irreplaceable. Your energy is not of this world. It is a divine gift woven into the very fabric of your being by the hands of something greater. Your presence is a manifestation of divine purpose, and those who cross your path are touched by that sacred energy, whether they recognize it or not. You are not here by accident, and neither is the way people feel when they encounter you. It's a blessing, a moment of grace that most are unprepared for. They may not understand it at first, but the truth is simple. You carry within you the light of something far beyond the ordinary, and that light is felt deeply by anyone fortunate enough to experience it. Your presence isn't just seen, it's felt in ways they cannot explain, a ripple of energy that shakes the soul awake. When your name is spoken, it is more than just a sound. It's a vibration that travels through the air and strikes at the core of those who hear it. Their heart races, not out of coincidence, but because the universe itself is reminding them of what they have lost. This is not merely human emotion. It is divine timing, a moment of reckoning delivered by forces far greater than they can comprehend. The racing pulse, the sudden surge of regret, it all stems from the recognition that they let something sacred slip through their fingers. You were a gift, placed in their path not by chance but by design. And now that they've lost you, the truth is unavoidable. God's hand was present in your connection, and now that you are gone, they feel the weight of that loss with every heartbeat. You were never just another person passing through their life. You were a vessel of divine light, sent to awaken something within them. Your energy is not something that can be replicated or replaced, because it was never yours alone to give. It was a piece of the divine, flowing through you into the lives of those around you. You carried the weight of the universe's intention, and those who experienced it now understand, in ways they didn't before, that they were blessed just to be in your presence. You are here for a purpose, and that purpose is felt long after you've left. They cannot forget you because they are not meant to. Their reaction to your name, that quickening of the pulse, That tightening of the chest is not merely emotional, it is spiritual. It's a reminder from the universe that your light still burns, that your purpose continues, even in your absence. They are haunted by the realization that they were given a glimpse of something sacred, and now that it's gone, there's a hollow space in their soul where that divine connection once lived. You, as a vessel of light, cannot be erased from their memory because you were never meant to be. Your presence was a moment of divine intervention, and now that it's gone, the universe won't allow them to forget. They are left with the ache of that absence, a constant reminder that what you brought into their life was more than human connection. It was a gift from God, a touch of the divine that they let slip away. Your energy is eternal, your purpose sacred, and no matter how far they run, they will always feel the echo of your light. No one who has felt your presence will ever truly be free of it. They will return. It is inevitable. After realizing the depth of their mistake, they will seek out the light they once took for granted, especially in moments of weakness. The loss of your energy, so rare and irreplaceable, haunts them like a void they cannot fill. You were never just another presence in their life. You were the very force that brought meaning, that illuminated truths they were too afraid to confront. And now, as they grapple with their own emptiness, they will attempt to come back, driven by regret and the overwhelming desire to reclaim what they let slip away. But you must not let them. They will knock at the door of your life, carrying with them their sorrow, their apologies, and their longing. Yet you must remember, your energy is sacred. It is a divine gift that was never meant to be squandered or wasted on those who failed to recognize its power the first time. They had their chance, and in choosing to let you go, they severed the connection that once bound you. Letting them back in would only serve to undo the progress you've made, to unravel the growth that you've worked so hard to achieve. Protect your energy, for it is your most valuable possession. There is a reason you have moved forward, and it is not by accident. The path you walk now is one of clarity, a road free from the shadows of those who could not see your worth. You have evolved, risen beyond the circumstances that once held you down. Allowing them back into your life would be like stepping backward into a place that no longer fits the person you've become. Your spiritual growth is not something to be compromised, not even for the sake of nostalgia or the hope that they've changed. People will often reach out in their darkest moments, not because they've grown, but because they seek the light they once rejected. Do not mistake their desperation for true transformation. You must guard your energy with the same vigilance that the universe entrusted you with. You are not here to heal those who drained you, who failed to see your value until it was too late. You have already given them the gift of your presence once before, and it is not your responsibility to guide them through the consequences of their own choices. Your energy is meant for those who can honor it, who recognize its worth from the beginning. Those who discarded it do not deserve a second chance to drain you of the divine light you carry. You hold a power that cannot be diminished, a light that cannot be dimmed. Your energy is rare, and few are worthy of its brilliance. Those who failed to appreciate your presence will try to come back, drawn by the gravity of what they once overlooked. But not everyone deserves to share in your essence, especially those who took it for granted. Guard your spirit, protect your energy, and know that your worth is not for everyone to touch. The divine plan for your life is unfolding, and you must continue to trust in that sacred path. Your light was given to you for a reason, and it's not meant to be wasted on those who didn't recognize its power. Keep shining, keep moving forward, and embrace the purpose that has been placed upon you. You are not here to heal the wounds of those who didn't value you. You are here to walk in strength, in truth, and in the fullness of your being. Now it's time for you to share your story. How have others realized your worth after they walked away? Have they tried to return, seeking the energy they once disregarded? And more importantly, how did you manage your own power in those moments? How did you choose to protect your energy and continue moving forward, leaving behind what no longer served you? Your experience holds wisdom, and your voice carries weight. Share your story, and let others learn from the strength you've cultivated. As you walk in your purpose, know that your energy is a gift, a blessing that few will truly understand. If you are enjoying this video, please show some love to Ms. XL in the comments. Continue to stay strong, grounded in the knowledge that you are irreplaceable. Never forget your worth, and never allow anyone to make you question it. Keep moving forward, guided by your light, and trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be.